Hello everyone, welcome back to the World Conflict Monitor channel. Please subscribe my channel. Today we are diving into one of the most shocking and symbolic strikes of this war. Ukrainian drones hitting Moscow's $3 billion Evolution Tower, a landmark skyscraper and pride of Russia's modern capital. What happened that night left Russia stunned and the world watching with disbelief. Before we get into the technical breakdown, let's begin with the story summary, because without understanding the drama of the event, the technical details won't carry their full weight. On that night, a wave of Ukrainian drones crossed into Moscow's heavily defended airspace, challenging one of the most advanced defense networks on the planet. Instead of being intercepted, some of them reached the heart of the capital and slammed into the Evolution Tower, a glittering monument to Russia's economic power. Flames lit up the sky as emergency crews rushed to the scene. This was not just another drone strike, it was a direct hit on a symbol, a building that represented Russia's pride, its wealth, and its ambitions. The shock was immediate. Ordinary Russians could not believe that a war they were told was far away had now reached the most expensive skyscraper in their city. Now let's break it down in the format of an in-depth review. Think of it as looking at this building and this event the way you'd analyze a high-tech machine: exterior, interior, performance, safety features, unique selling points, price, and finally a conclusion. Each of these lenses gives us a deeper way to understand what this strike truly meant. From the exterior, the Evolution Tower is a striking piece of architecture. Its twisted spiral design rises over 250 meters into the Moscow skyline, its glass facade gleaming in daylight and glowing at night. Built as part of Moscow City, the Evolution Tower was meant to be an icon of modernity, a place where international business would flourish. The exterior was carefully engineered with curtain walls of high-strength glass, steel reinforcement, and a complex twisting structure that makes it instantly recognizable. When Ukrainian drones slammed into it, the world saw smoke rising from one of the sleekest skyscrapers of the modern era. Suddenly the exterior, once a symbol of wealth and power, became a burning reminder of vulnerability. The gleaming glass was shattered, sections of the facade ripped apart, and that futuristic spiral shape now carried scars of war. The exterior told a new story that night, not of wealth and progress, but of exposure and fragility. Moving inside, the interior of the Evolution Tower was built with luxury in mind. Offices, conference halls, and lobbies were designed to impress. Marble flooring, polished steel, and panoramic views of Moscow made it one of the most desirable business addresses in Russia. After the strike, that interior, once a world of comfort and elegance, was thrown into chaos. Sprinklers activated, smoke filled the upper levels, and debris scattered across polished halls. What was once designed to showcase stability became a dangerous space where workers scrambled for safety. The contrast between the sleek, high-class interior and the reality of war's destruction could not have been more striking. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where the story gets even more technical. Moscow has invested billions in its air defense systems: Pantsir S-1 batteries, S-400 missile systems, electronic jammers, and radar networks designed to stop precisely this kind of threat. On paper, these systems are meant to guarantee that no drone, missile, or aircraft can penetrate Moscow's skies. Yet that night, Ukrainian drones not only approached the city but struck one of its most high-profile targets. That's a performance failure on multiple levels: failure of early warning, failure of interception, and failure of deterrence. From a purely military technical standpoint, this shows that small, cheap drones can bypass or overwhelm massive defense systems worth billions. The drones performed their mission with precision, while the Russian defenses underperformed dramatically. This strike was not just about property damage, it was a live demonstration that asymmetric warfare works, that the performance of drones is outmatching the performance of traditional air defense in certain contexts. On safety features, the Evolution Tower was designed with advanced fire suppression systems, high-speed evacuation routes, reinforced staircases, and smart building management to handle emergencies. To its credit, those systems worked when the strike happened. Sprinklers activated, alarms rang, and most people were evacuated quickly. However, What no designer anticipated was a drone strike in the middle of Moscow. The safety features were meant for accidents, fires, power failures, maybe even earthquakes, but not direct hits from weapons of war. This mismatch highlights a new reality. Even the most advanced skyscraper safety systems are being tested in ways no architect predicted. Civilian infrastructure, no matter how modern, is not built for the battlefield. Now for the unique selling points. The Evolution Tower was marketed as a symbol of Russia's integration with global business, a $3 billion statement of modernity. Its twisting architecture, luxury interior, and position in Moscow's financial district made it unique not just in Russia but globally. But after the drone strike, that uniqueness transformed. Suddenly, the building was not just a financial landmark, it became the first $3 billion skyscraper in the world to be hit by an enemy drone. That new, unintended uniqueness carries political and psychological weight. It demonstrates that no amount of money, no futuristic design, no polished steel and glass can shield a nation's pride from determined adversaries. Its uniqueness became a cautionary tale. Speaking of price, this building cost $3 billion to construct. That is an astronomical sum, even by global standards. It represents not just the material cost of steel, glass, and labor, but also years of planning, international investment, and political prestige. Now consider the cost of the drones that hit it. Each drone likely cost only tens of thousands of dollars at most. The imbalance is staggering. A few relatively inexpensive drones inflicted damage on a multi-billion-dollar symbol. This contrast reveals one of the central truths of modern conflict: cost asymmetry. For every billion-dollar investment in prestige and defense, there is often a far cheaper weapon that can expose its weakness. The price comparison itself tells us why this event was so shocking to Russia and so inspiring to Ukraine. Finally, let's come to the conclusion. The strike on the Evolution Tower was not just another moment in the war, it was a symbol of how the conflict is evolving. Ukraine showed that it can reach into the heart of Moscow, not with massive armies but with small, intelligent machines. Russia, on the other hand, was forced to confront the reality that even its most expensive, glamorous projects are vulnerable. The exterior, once a symbol of power, was scarred. The interior, once a sanctuary of wealth, became a place of danger. The performance of defenses failed while the performance of drones succeeded. Safety features meant for civilian accidents were stretched to their limits. Unique selling points of prestige became unique points of weakness. And the price imbalance underscored the harsh economics of modern war. In the end, this strike was not just about one building, it was about the very idea of security, pride, and power in the 21st century. The world was left shocked, not just by the flames in Moscow's skyline, but by the realization that the rules of war have changed, and symbols once thought untouchable can fall in a single night.